They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. Welcome back for another live session. We're here with $1,000 in, looking to make $1,150, a 15% win is what we're shooting for today. Let's see if we can do it. Doesn't look like it right away. We're making a bet here. And we're in for our first spin of the day. There will come a time when we will not do it this way. It's coming soon. I got so many great recommendations coming in on my emails. I've about beat myself to death trying to answer all of them, read them all. But got through it and submitted the ideas to an attorney and staff to review and for them to give a legal advisement to me and the angel on how to proceed. And so we are working on that now, and we'll come up with some methodology. But for right now, I'm playing Keys to the Kingdom, and we're going to see, can we get to $1,150 for today and leave here with $150 of this casino's money, because they will gladly take thousands from everybody else. We got another spin coming up. And we know what we're doing. We have our random numbers going at the random numbers we allowed the house to have. And we're going to have an intersection, and we're going to make our 15% today. The spin, here we go. Tenet number 3, patience and discipline. It sometimes takes both of those. Well, it actually always takes both of those. Showing patience and discipline here now as we have some setbacks that we certainly expect to be temporary setbacks, because we have the exact complement that we want on every wager, and we're expecting an outcome from an intersection to be had between the random and the random. We've got no reason to expect otherwise. So we just stay at it until it happens. And there you see it. The patience and the discipline are rewarded. The algorithm is solid. The bankroll is unflinching. 5% here, 95% at home. It doesn't mean we take this cavalierly. We do not. That's one of the things I use that word a lot, because I see cavalier attitudes throughout the casino, and it's always held by people who are about to lose all their money, which is what actually they all do all the time. People do buy in the notion that you go to the casino to win money, that it's a happy place, that they can't wait to give you their money and have you walk out and, oh man, it's off to another party. It is nothing like that. Nothing. They want your money. They want every cent of it. You better come in here prepared to fight for every dollar you have. You leave with $1 more than you had coming in, and you are the rare person. The whole reason behind exchanging money for chips, or checks as they call them in the vernacular of the casino, is so that you don't look at your money as being money. You look at these plastic things that are in your hands, and you suddenly begin to throw it around. What you would not have done with $25, you will do with a green chip in a casino, and that's part of the con. To lull you into that notion that it's not really money, throw it around and walk out, because you actually don't have money in your pocket. That's one of the other things about the casino. When you walk in, you have to give them all your money. You got to give them all your money right now. They already have it. And then when it comes time to exchange it, if you do win, you will see what the angel and I saw the other day. When we just briefly passed by the analog wheel on the way out, after we had made 17%, and I joked with him about, hey, let's play one series of Keys to the Kingdom on the analog wheel just for fun. And so I did. I bought in for a small amount. I got a little stack of $1 chips, and I looked at the wheel and saw the progression of numbers that we ordinarily would play. And I'm only going to play it one time, win or lose. It's okay. I'm just doing it one time for fun, kind of like on the way out. And so we did. And we played a little series, and we won. And as the girl was putting together the chips to pay me, I said, go ahead and just color them up because I'm going to be leaving. Now, anyway. So she looked back to the pit boss and called out, coloring up 45. She said, coloring up 45. Bill, I'm coloring up 45. And a guy walked over, and she counted out a quarter chip and 3 nickels, or 4 nickels for $45, and laid them out on the table in front of her like it was $1 million. And she's staring at it, claps her hands together, looks up at the camera. Bill comes over, picks up the chips, and he carefully counts out 4 nickels and a quarter and stacks them neatly. And altogether, it took about 5 minutes for them to decide that they were going to give me $45. That's how serious they are about $45. They made sure everybody on the camera could see that a quarter chip and 4 nickels was going out, because the point is they don't pay out. All you got to do is stand around a roulette wheel for a while and then look and see who actually says color. That one word, color. Color me. I'm going to the cashier. I'm going to get my money and leave. Now, there are 30, 40 people around playing roulette right now, and there are going to be 30 or 40 people leave broke because they're not going to color. And that's why it was such an unusual event for them to even color $40. It was like, oh my goodness, $45. What are we going to do? We actually have to give up some money. They don't want to give up any. That's the point I'm trying to reinforce with everyone here is they don't want to give up any. Can you imagine if I went down into the analog wheel today with $1,000 and I made $1,150? They would shut the table down to count the chips up to make sure they had everything right and they weren't giving me $5 too much. They'd follow me to the cashier. It would be ridiculous what we'd all witness. A debacle, I would call it. But that debacle reinforces what I'm telling you. They're very serious about taking your money. So when you go in there, you be very, very serious about taking theirs. Don't be cavalier. You're not there for fun. You're not there for entertainment. You're a professional. The mission statement of the King's Club is to teach you how to be a professional player that can earn money as a full-time job or as a side hustle for life every day. 5% in play, the most they can take is your 5%. You can come back tomorrow and get it all back again. You should be able to win it 92% of the time. You should be able to. You probably should be able to win more than that. But at the level of your play, if you're putting in $100, 115 and you walk, that's what you do because you're a professional. You feel that ground ball the same way every day that it's hit at you, and pretty soon you feel ground balls the same way. You go in that casino and you play steady the same way you always play. And at the end of the period, you take your money that you brought in and you take 15% of theirs and you walk happily to the door, and you're going to notice what I'm talking about. You're the only one. Everybody else left their money there because you're the only source for money for the casino. They don't get it from somewhere else. They have to get their money from you. All those machines cost money. All those employees cost money. That building costs money. The only place they can get money is from you. And they're very serious about getting it. And they want all of it. And by and large, the gambling public, of which you are not part of, the gambling public accommodates. and they accommodate every day and every night, 7 days a week. You will not accommodate because you're not there to gamble. You're not there looking for good luck. You're not there betting probability. The first dozen hasn't hit for 7 spins. It's going to hit. No, it's going to hit again. Well, maybe, no, it's going to hit again. When it finally hits, it hits because of random. It doesn't hit because of probability. Just like you saw the other night with the red 3, then the 00. And I looked back at the angel for fun, and I just said, what do you think it's going to be? And he straight away pointed, it's going to be red again. I said, come on, man. Probability says it's black. Not only was it red, it was a repeat of the red 3. It was a classic example of these things are random. And we saw it right there. So I'm here to point out some of these kinds of things so that everybody in the kingdom can grasp it and they can see you need to be serious about this. Don't give them any of your money. Even if you take a smaller amount, you don't feel right, but you're up $30, go to the car. You're up $30. You have $30 of their money. They hate you. They absolutely hate you. The same way they hated me taking $40 off of them. I mean, they acted as though I was robbing them with a gun. Pay attention to these things and you will be wise to what's going on in the casino. They want you to buy into that ruse of the party. Everybody's happy. We're at 11:52. Oh my goodness. 11:54. Now that is making 15%. The king bids you adieu.